You went to flight school, you did all the hard work, you became a helicopter pilot, but now you can't get a job. This is the worst position that you could be in, and I really want you to avoid that. So in this video, we are going to talk about 5 reasons why you might not get a job in the helicopter industry, and critically, the ways to avoid this to guarantee that you can become a helicopter pilot. And if you hit roadblocks, you can get over them. I want you to have this information before you get to that point.
That's like autopilot, dude. How do you fly a helicopter? Well, I'm going to show you.
So we're going to break this into 5 distinct areas. We'll break this down backwards. We'll talk about kind of least important and then the most important thing and the number one way to prevent yourself from getting into the industry. The first one being is not having enough hours. It is extremely hard to get a job when you have low hours, 150 hours or 200 hours. Now, it depends on the type of job you're looking for. If you're looking to become a powerline pilot doing real cool stuff offshore oil rigs, if you have 200 hours, that means nothing. If you were looking to be a flight instructor and you have 150 to 200 hours, depending on the type of helicopter you're teaching in, that is enough, and they will hire you to be a flight instructor. Maybe even your school will hire you to be a flight instructor. So it depends on the type of job you're looking for. If you want to fly tours, 150 to 200 might not be enough. You might need more. So you really need to know how to build those hours. I tell everyone this, I'll just say it real quickly, but the best way to become a helicopter pilot and guarantee your path in the industry is to become a certified flight instructor. Get your CFI rating. When you get your certified flight instructor rating, schools will hire you at low hours, 150 to 200, 250 hours. They will hire you at low hours to go teach people how to fly helicopters. You can build hours extremely quickly, and then you can go do the jobs you want. So I highly recommend becoming a flight instructor. Number 4 is bad networking. Now, the helicopter industry is extremely small. People know each other very in-depthly, which is a good thing and a bad thing. If you build your network out well and people like you, they can lift you up and they can bring you into jobs so well. If you don't have a network and you're just a standalone pilot and you don't have too many people in the industry, it may be hard to find jobs. I'm not saying you can't, but there is an advantage to building your network. Know people across the country, across the world, at different companies, at different levels. No managers, no line pilots, no low-level people in the industry, no people associated with the industry. Your network can really help you, so know your network. Number 3 is weak interview skills. Now, this one is huge. Poor communication, not being able to answer questions, not feeling comfortable or not presenting yourself in the best light is really a challenge in the industry. Now, yes, people are looking for helicopter pilots and they're going to hire a qualified helicopter pilot, but something an organization is looking at is, can this person fit into the organization and will they be a good asset? If you're not able to talk and not able to articulate your thoughts and be kind and caring and smile and have a good interview, it could be harder for you to get a job. You know, one of the biggest things that I've heard and learned in the industry is if you just take a helicopter pilot who's got all their ratings, you can teach them to pretty much do any job in the industry. You can teach them how to wiggle sticks a certain type of way. But what you can't teach is an attitude and a personality. Someone just has an attitude, someone just has a personality. Work on your interview skills, do practice interview questions, know how to answer questions, know how to smile, know how to be yourself. Number 2 is failing background checks and drug tests. There's 2 points to this. The background checks. Most employers are going to do a background check on you and they want to see what your history looks like. Some things they can look over, some things they can't. They may ask you about it and you need to have a good reason why something came up in your background check. If it's decent and understandable, maybe they'll work with you. If they're not, I'm sorry, but in the helicopter industry, your background does matter. On the drug test side of it, same things. If you're flying a helicopter, if you're operating this heavy piece of machinery, you need to be sober-minded and you need to have all your facilities about you. If you fail a drug test in the helicopter industry, that's a huge deal and that can really affect just your job, but that can also affect your license. If that gets back to the FAA, that could impact your license depending on the drug and the reason why. So failing a drug test is a huge problem. Having bad problems on your background check is also a huge problem. So try to avoid both of these. All right, the number one thing that can actively harm you in becoming a helicopter pilot and being able to find a job is having a negative reputation in the industry. A negative reputation will follow you for years, and it's aggressive. I know people in the industry who have a negative reputation, and it is bad. If you have bad conflicts, if you've got a bad temper, if you don't get along with people and you're mean and negative and not a good employee and not helpful, that will follow you and that will burn you down quickly. It is really bad. Conversely, if you are optimistic, kind, happy, willing to do the hard work, that is going to get you so far and so quickly. It can absolutely boost where you get in the industry. Positivity is great, and being a hard worker, having the right attributes of being a human will get you so far so fast. Other side of it is if you are negative, that can draw you down so quickly. I'm saying it emphatically because it is true. I know people who have done both. If you're positive, you get far fast. If you are negative, that follows you and it will hurt you and it will prevent people in the industry talk. People know you. People will say your name. It just comes up. So really focus on what you're doing, how hard you're working, what you're saying, your conflict management, your resolution. And I'm not saying I don't have conflicts with people. I do. Things come up and you just have conflicts or differences of opinion, but it's how you handle it. And if you're trying to be kind, but if you're trying to be malicious, that will follow you and that will tank you so quickly. So really be conscientious about this. All right, so there you go. 5 things that can impact you in your job to becoming a professional helicopter pilot or getting a job as a helicopter pilot. Let me know down in the comments below which one surprised you. Do you have any concerns about becoming a helicopter pilot? What things could cause you to have hiccups? I want to know them down in the comments below. If you found yourself enjoying this video, smash the like button, subscribe for all kinds of helicopter content, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.